salsa.
Hello folks. Pressing all my buttons. I know I put this on to show you my way. I got 2 of these. I love daffodils, they're one of my favourite flowers. So they will go on my windowsill. I got 2, and when, as with every year, as when I can't use them anymore, I will plant them and they come up every springtime. 3 of my favourites are daffodils, snowdrops and bluebells. I don't have any snowdrops or bluebells because I have to look up what time of year to plant them. The thing is, you plant them at a time of year when my fibro's usually really bad and I'm not sort of able to, like at the minute there's no way I could go out and do the garden. I may as well talk to myself than ask Darren if he would do it. Ooh. Darren's not a fan of work unless it's something creative. Like painting or something. And when I say painting I mean pictures and models, I don't mean walls, because that would be useful too if he didn't mind painting a wall now and again. Honestly, men, that's incredibly sexist, not all men. Oh, I sit and watch like guys, like when I watch Tim Tracker and he's like doing all this stuff and it's like, oh for God's sake. Are men not supposed to enjoy doing this kind of thing? Like house stuff? I mean, I do pretty much, apart from the lawn, which Darren does, when it's summertime and when it grows, I do like the rest of it, like the weeding and the planting and all that, and it's hard work. So I can only sort of do it in the summertime when the pain's not as bad. So I'm desperate to actually go out and sort the garden now so I can have things like bluebells and snowdrops, but I could drop 150 hints and none of them would be listened to. I could probably ask for it to be done 150 times and oh, I forgot. Wish I was that forgetful. Okay, so we went downtown. There's a little dog looking out a car window up there, it's dead cute. I brought in a glasses case for my mum so we didn't have to go to Boots. We went for, are they coming across? I have no idea. Nope. We got a coffee. I got 3 pairs of joggers for Isaac with zips on for going away on the Scouts weekend, so he can bring his phone and have it in a zipped pocket, because if he has it in a normal pocket he will lose it. The only issue is that the largest size they had was age 13. Now Isaac is 13 next week and I'm hoping, I would say he's not a big 13. He hasn't went through a growth. There's that massive dog again out this window. I can't get over it. Darren filmed it and it didn't pick up how big it actually is. It's massive. When you see it, it's like a bull. It's just solid muscle. It's quite scary actually. And you know how much I love dogs, and this is a scary dog. It's maybe as soft as you like, but still, and it's not muzzled either, which is illegal to my knowledge right now. It's one of those XL bullies. Yeah, so I've got them those. Hopefully they fit though, because they didn't have anything above an age 13, and Isaac's too small for men's small. He's not my height yet. I'm 5'6", and Isaac's not my height yet. I'd say Isaac's about maybe 5'2", 5'3", maybe something like that. So I can't get men's, in t-shirts he's a men's small, that's fine, but trousers too long. That's really boring, right? God. Right, I'm going to sign off, guys. I shall check in with you later. It is Thursday. Don't know if you can see out there. Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing again. I'm so sorry. I'm watching a thing called The Trust on Netflix. It's kind of like Traitors, but not as good. But yeah, I just switched it on to tell you it's snowing. I'm fighting a migraine at the moment. It's coming on. It's not good. I've got Molly and Dobby on my knee playing Dr. Dog. Yeah. Check in later, guys. Hello. Apologies for the light, guys. It's just a very quick one to say. Just about Friday night, taking Isaac into Scouts. My hair's black because I've just washed it. He's going to a different Scouts tonight. They're having a district quiz, which will be all the Scouts in the district, so I have no idea.
Light stars out tonight.
It's full moon as well. I'll catch you up later. I'll do a little bit of catch up, running a bit late, but yeah, we shall see how they get on.
I can't believe you went ahead with it, not being 100%.
So this is how you want to have a shopping centre. No fucker in it. Just dropped Isaac off after the terrible directions we were given, with a street name in it that it wasn't the right street. But he's been dropped off. I'm going to change joggers out. I need to just go to that bin. I'm going to change some joggers I bought for Isaac in here, because he can't get his leg in them because they're lined, because he's not right. So I'll switch you off in case people think I'm filming them. Okay, so I hate walking downstairs like this. Since I fell down work stairs, 23 stairs. I hate doing this. Right, changed. Now B&M to try and find a bigger dog bowl. Oh, we're got a bit of James Blunt going on. Oh, this is how you want the shopping centre, guys. No fucker in it. There's CEX. People keep looking at me talking to myself. Oh well. So I need to get a ceramic or plastic dog bowl for their water, because they don't like drinking out of metal ones. And the plastic ones we have, they'll only drink out of one of them. And they'll drink it till it's completely empty and they'll leave the other one full. So just going to get them a bigger one. And a couple of wee bits I need for my mum, so let's go. To God, there was a woman in that chocolate section buying half the fucking shelf.
For just £2.39, or the gorgeous Surf 45 wash tropical pods, reduced from £8.49 to now only £7.39. You'll also find new set launches from every different race too.
There's their favourites. Dog bowls. No dog bowls. It's all treats. Dog bowls. No. B&M have no dog bowls. What's the world coming to? No dog bowls. Oh, hang on. I spoke too soon. No, you see the big ones are metal. I'm not paying £6 for a water dish. I'm the whole way around B&M. Multiple places, full bag of stuff. I'm still out of the shop before Darren. He's at the flipping till. All he went to get was a couple of black hoodies. I've been around half of B&M and stood at the till for ages in Sports Direct. He's coming now. Here he comes, finally. There's never a fucking rush. No rush. Let's say I'll blame someone else. Here he comes with his bag of Primark goodies, but I hope he hasn't bought another fucking Snuggie, honest to God. Yeah, that's me done. Couldn't get me on acids because I'm not spending a tenner for Gaviscon. Couldn't get me my plastic dog dish because I'm not paying a £5 for a ceramic one. Or £3.50 for a small, which defeats the purpose of what we're wanting. Ceramic one. So, back to the car. Couldn't find the wee lights my mum bought or wanted, but I've bought her a packet of them before, and my dad's bought a packet of them, and they've put them somewhere and they don't know where they've put them. I'll tell you where they will be. You know that plastic thing in the corner?
Yeah.
They'll be in there. Or in the larder, and you may as well go into Narnia than in there. Right. On our way back to the car. Oh, Christ. Right, I'll switch you off. Speak to you later. Hello. What's he doing? He's opening the door. We are switching the camera off. Bet that light goes off now. It's really dark. I do apologise. We've just pulled back up to collect Isaac from his quiz thing. There's no point me asking him how he did on video because you'll not see him. Been to the tower centre, got my bits and bobs, which you'll have seen the little bit of footage. Still didn't get my dog dish, but we're going to Belfast tomorrow, so hopefully Home Bargains will come to the rescue. We're in this horrible car park, which is just a nightmare. We came early so that we had space to get fitted in. So everyone, I hope they don't go out the opposite side. That'd be crap.
That's the door there, so I can see.
Yeah, but there's a door on the other side as well. There's one on each side.
That's what I mean, straight through.
You'll be able to see we're here, hopefully. Yeah, so nothing really to tell you. We're going up to Belfast tomorrow for Isaac's birthday. His birthday is on Wednesday of next week, the 28th, but we're doing something this Saturday. He picked crazy golf and a Chinese, so that's what we're doing. And I will try this time not to get the mouth burnt off me, because the last few times I've went, my Chinese has been ruined. So yeah.
I might do a multiple plate one.
So I will check in probably when I'm in the car tomorrow, and let you know how he got on tonight at this, what this was like. No doubt he'll probably be really frustrated if people that aren't very intelligent. It's a quiz if I didn't say that. Robert tends to be the kind of person that isn't the brightest but is the loudest. Doesn't know very much but pushes their point of view because they think they're always right. I remember once Darren had to speak to one of the scout leaders about, he was trying to explain to her who Robert was, and Robert had only been with scouts 3-4 weeks, and he was saying Robert, and she goes, oh yes, Robert that Robert that knows everything.
We know Robert that knows everything.
That knows everything. So that was someone had met him 3 or 4 times. So yeah. Anyway, I'll switch this off. I will catch up with you later. Hello, it is... Right, Isaac, please don't do that. Because you're going to wreck the gloves for 1, and for 2, you're irritating me. It is Saturday, just after noon. Just dropped off at the shop because we've got a parcel to pick up. And then we're heading to Belfast to do crazy golf, which all that down and up is going to do me the world of good today. And then we're going for Chinese for Isaac's birthday, which isn't until Wednesday, but we obviously can't do anything on Wednesday. It's not even anything on at the cinema, which is a pain in the arse. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I will take some little footage of the golfing. Not loads, because I'm sure you don't want to watch us do the whole golf course. I will hopefully today get something that is not spicy. It means I can't eat the green beans. They're putting spice in things that you would have never expected, and it's not labelled as being spicy.
And the gravy's weird.
No, you said someone spilled some sweet and sour into the gravy,
Yes,
so the
so
gravy's
annoying.
not weird. So yeah, we shall see. I shall check in with you later today. I forgot to say the quiz last night. Well, I couldn't say because it was dark in the car. There were about 20 teams, and Isaac's team came 5th. The team that came first is the same team that came first in dodgeball that cheated, and the same team that are hosting the event. Every time they host an event, they win. And there was only
knots that came up in one of the questions. Nobody knew except for that scout patrol.
Yeah, apparently there was a really obscure knot that not one scout district knew apart from this specific one that won. So it looks like they knew what was coming up, or the leaders asked them things they knew that specifically taught them. But one of the teams from Isaac's Scouts came 3rd, and Isaac's team came 5th. But by the sound of things, it was just Isaac and one other wee lad in his team that knew any of the answers. The rest of them were just forget it. Would you believe that most of them didn't know the Jaws theme? What's going on? What is the world if people don't know the Jaws theme?
Some people didn't know the parts of the Caribbean thing too.
So Isaac did really well in the movie round. So
Parts of the Caribbean, some people didn't know, which really annoyed me.
but Jaws, I mean, I mean, how difficult is that? Thank you. It's my driving license. I'll not show you it because it's got my address and stuff on it, but I'll show you the pictures. Woeful. The picture had to be taken just after I had my hair cut.
It's a nice picture, that.
It's off. Are you being sarcastic? What are you laughing at? Yours is probably worse than mine.
John Merrick.
You always look like a bloody convict in yours. Right now, one of mine, I look like one of them Italian drug mules or something. It was not good. It didn't look like me at all. I'm not saying I take a good picture because some of the pictures I take are terrible, but This specific one did not even look like me. I looked like Italian or Spanish or something. I looked really dark.
Looked like you've been caught crossing the border
Yeah,
illegally.
I don't know what I looked like, but
Someone stuck up your bum.
it was not good. I probably got that somewhere because I don't throw out, you know, when you get your driving license, you have to send your old one off, don't you?
I do.
I'm sure you do. I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah. So, I've got a crack in my neck. Oh, look at how dark the sky is. It's going to pour. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with this golf today. See if my geriatric bones manage to get around it.
What's geriatric?
Old. So yeah, it's actually embarrassing, that scout trip, and the only prize there was medals for first place, which they won.
Give himself a medal.
It's like, you wouldn't care if they won it in fairness, but every time they take part in anything, they cheat. And it's always really obvious they're cheating, and no one says anything. Well, what can you say?
You can say, no, excuse me, I'm afraid you're wrong.
But,
in the interest of fairness and fair play.
so they did well out of 20 to get a third and a fifth, especially given if they had have had the sense to combine the best of both teams, I'm not saying they could have won, they'd have come second, because the team that were cheating won. So yeah. But you can't like expect two wee lads to like know everything. The rest of the lads in their team, one of them just doesn't even know what day of the week it is. The last time I was watching or like looking after them, he hadn't buttoned his shirt up properly, and the rest of them are all in primary school. They're really young, so they weren't much use. There was just Isaac and one wee lad called Eli.
Yeah, he's in Bulgarian.
Just one of them names I actually really like, Eli. Called one of my Sims characters Eli once. Right. I shall take a wee bit of a video when we're doing the golf later, and I shall speak to you later. Right, here we are, we have arrived. Isaac needs his hair washed and refuses to put it in a ponytail. You're getting that washed this. Right, Isaac, I'm filming random people now because you're not in front of me. Thank you. Alright, so
Right, it actually hurts.
Darren's taking stuff out of his pockets, so he's going to take him half hour. Like I said, we're always waiting on him.
It's too bright.
We'll lift the money now for dinner. Can't see Darren, he's behind me somewhere. There he is. Can't see him. I'll film him inside the toilet, right? Toilet stop before we go in. No, I'm not going to film him inside the toilet. Right, en route to golf, which I can't remember what it's called. Lost City Adventure Golf. Alright, Darren is now complaining because we missed his hole in one. He's pissed off.
Talking away. I don't know what to say. I'll say it anyway. Today is another day to find you shying away. I've been coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be gone. So needless to say, I'm on sentence, but I'll be stumbling away. Slowly learning that life is okay. Say up to me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me. I'll be gone. Things that you say, is it delightful? Just play my worries away. You're all things I've got to remember. You shine away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me. Take on me. Take me on. Take on me. I'll be
That tree was moving. The minute I put this in, it stopped moving. I didn't realise when I was on the other side of that tree's probably got a face. Right.
Right, you can go through them. We've got me on 62, Isaac on 66, and you on 46.
46.
You held them up again because I could hardly see it with them.
I was at the table right there. One of them said, over here, why are you not picking up our plates? His hands are plates all up his arm.
What, you mean the customer was saying that?
Like, over
Rude, rude, rude. Right, anyway, so Isaac is in Chinese, but they've changed the gravy. It's not gravy, it's got something in it. I don't know if it's black bean or if it's soy or if it's oyster sauce, I'm not sure. But there's something in it. So I can't have any of my veggies because it's spicy, and Isaac can't have his gravy, so I think this is probably going to be the last time we come. It's not. I thought you didn't like it. It's okay. Darren's over there somewhere.
I see him. It looks more than that angle.
I mean, you can say whatever you want, but he was in a good place.
Yeah. Okay, so Home Bargains had nothing on my list, so we're going to B&M. Then we're finishing with Asda wants to go to Isaac Living. Isaac wants to go to Asda Living. There's a fish. Fish.
There's a fish.
So,
Best motivational quote of the day, there's fish.
right, let's see what's in here. We need a dog dish. I can't believe Home Bargains didn't have a dog dish. I need push button lights for my mum. And nowhere does any NAF pictures anymore. I'm looking for a picture for my hallway. Right, let's see. I'm switching you off. I'm not walking around the shop with this. Hello, we're back in the car. Apologies that you can see the steering wheel. It's just the angle we're up, so I can tilt you to where Darren is.
You don't need to get me out.
Right, so this is not very exciting. Just showing you what we got today. So we played some golf, which I took some footage of. Then we had our Chinese. We've decided we're not going back because, again, I didn't get my green beans, but it was still too warm. My mouth was burning. My lips were even burning. I didn't finish my dinner, which is not like me.
It wasn't that nice today, full stop.
And it was nearly 50 quid for 3 of us. Now, you may think, oh, well, that's not much. But normally when we go, it's 13 quid each. But Isaac gets cheaper because he's younger. But now, because he's over 1 metre 45 or 1 metre 50, I can't remember what it is, he's now considered it. It's like, I remember when I was growing up, I thought it was a cheek to consider a 16-year-old an adult. Now, if you're like around 12 or 13, you're an adult. For the cinema, 13 plus is an adult.
So Isaac, who eats basically a plate of rice with some gravy and a chicken dipper, pays the same as a man of 6'3" who weighs 30 stone.
Yeah. So anyway, Isaac wanted these as part of his birthday present. Don't ask, I've no idea.
Well, look at that skateboard. That one right
Yeah.
there.
He likes that because it's got his hair.
And
Right.
shoes.
So we got that. Now I'll tell you what I wanted to show you. The reason I've got this is because
Did you get the hedgehog?
this is really, no I didn't, because I didn't know how much it was. I do not like going to the counter with something when I don't know how much it is because I feel obliged to buy it. I don't like saying, oh no, I'll leave that if it's too expensive. This, I love this film. But I've never seen it, and it's maybe really easy to get, but I've never seen this in a charity shop. This was in Cancer Research. So we got, Isaac got The Amazing Spider-Man 2 and The Amazing Spider-Man, both with a little bit slippy slip.
The Andrew Garfield.
Now they charged me to £2, even though that was £1, that was £1, and I had horns, and there was another one, Jaws. I said, we've got Jaws. Isaac says, I know, but I don't have Jaws. I said, there's Jaws downstairs, but I don't have Jaws on my shelves. So Isaac's got Jaws, although it's an anniversary edition, so it's got the making of documentary, deleted scenes, outtakes, photos, shark trivia games, screensavers. So, it feels a bit weighty. What's in it? Oh, there's a little booklet. So, them 4 for £2, but I was really pleased to get that because I've never seen it anywhere before.
Harry Potter.
I got this to try it. We'll have a go at this later on. Maybe when we're watching the 1% Club tonight. No, Isaac, I'm still full from my dinner. What one quest item was successful. My mum has these beside her bed on the little table, so just so that you can press and it comes on. It's easy to work. Remember to get the receipt in case they don't work. I look so fat. I've put on so much weight.
And then I'm going to join an 80s band.
Every time, and this is always the wrong way around,
Hamburger.
every time I catch sight of myself anywhere, it's depressing because I'd lost 2.5 stone and I've put it all back on again, and it's depressing. And It's like, it's not a case of, oh, well, I'm being lazy. I'm literally way too sore to, at the minute, I'm in agony. Just from walking about and doing a bit of golf. I'm just dying. So how am I supposed to exercise? And I treated myself to a new car air freshener. So that's the spoils for today. They didn't have a plastic dog dish. I don't know what the world's coming to. And what was the other thing? And B&M and Home Bargains. Isaac, can you just put that on the floor or something beside you? They don't have any you know, we used to be able to get like big framed photographs, like pictures, like prints for cheap. I'm looking for one for my haul. Sugar dusted cherry this is. Let's see. Because that one's, I don't smell anything coming off that anymore. Oh yeah, come and put it right up to your nose. Oh, that's nice.
I smell from over here.
But I wish there was smell-o-vision.
Maybe not.
Oh no, it's nice.
Yeah, it's good there isn't smell-o-vision because Dad's on the
I'd rather talk about stuffing. Right, put that in the bag, Isaac, so I can put rubbish in the bin when we get out. Just sit there with your mouth shut.
I would do, definitely.
What?
Put that in there. And we got these, well, me and Darren got these, 49p each. Isaac got a sour one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what this is.
What was the one I got last week at 49p last time? Was it
I have no idea.
pomegranate or something like that?
What? Pommy what?
I don't know.
Granite.
What is it? Pommy?
I don't know. I don't
Go on, say it.
Headache.
What is it? Pommy what? He won't say it because he doesn't know what it is. Pommy?
Apple.
Granite.
That's what I said, isn't it?
No.
I don't know.
Pomegranate.
It tastes just like Red Bull. And for a tin that size, if you were having, as Darren always says, oh, that'd be nice with a bit of vodka in it. If you were having a vodka, that's basically Red Bull.
We could get a big vodka in that.
It tastes just the same. Right, so that's what's happened today.
Hooray!
Freaking ignorant people in the Chinese.
Oh, don't.
I didn't see. I'll tell you different. This is just from one visit. Isaac saw it. I had my back to her. There was this, you know, this thing now. It wasn't a hand. It wasn't but it was a. Like in the Chinese, I could tell today they were short-staffed because it's a Saturday and there was less staff than there is on a weekday normally. But usually they'll come, and as a matter of fact, it's a little bit frustrating. They take your plates so quickly, so you breathe. If there's not much on your plate, it's gone. But this woman was like really like arrogantly. Isaac said the lad walked past her and he was run ragged. He was run off his feet with arms full of plates. Obviously couldn't carry anything else. Why aren't you taking our plates? Take our plates. You know, really like, you know, aggressively. And then she did it later. She did exactly the same thing. And then me and Isaac went up to get ice cream, and Isaac said to me, you go first. So the ice cream's here in front of me. Round about where Darren is where Isaac was stood, and where you queue would be on this side. And this woman, I don't know, 65, we'll guess that, was stood to the right of me waiting. And obviously she could see Isaac was waiting too, and she was like this close to me. And I thought, this woman's trying to push in front of Isaac when he was here before all three of us. He just let me go first out of courtesy. So I actually turned this way, handed the scoop to Isaac, and backed this way, so she had no choice but to back up. And then Isaac told me that I obviously left them with my thing, and the whole time he's trying to get some ice cream out, she's like, right up his arse. Ignorant bitch. And then Darren went up to get his ice cream, and a kid from the same table.
They'd let the kid go serve himself.
And what age was he? Well, I couldn't see top of his head.
He was about 5, maybe 6. But he wasn't totally screwed on. He was charging up and down the place.
He went at the ice cream, which is all different flavours. You help yourself. And he put all the flavours into each, you know, like there was strawberry in the chocolate, there was mint in the vanilla. And Darren says it was all slopped down the front of the cabinet. They just, you know, like these families of people that are just arrogant and do not give a damn about staff.
They're just filth.
About courtesy, about manners, and
they're sat getting tucked in while the kids are literally running up and down in a restaurant when there's people walking by with plates of food. No one's saying, can you stop running round? Can you sit down? Just let them run up and down, up and down. Just my bloody head.
I have so little patience for bad manners. I was watching this, right, I've spoke about this before. I actually started watching series 2 last night, this thing called Love is Blind. Darren's sat there, I don't think he's any interest in it, but he's catching some of it as he sat there. And the premise is that you're in a pod and you get to know people, you speak to them for hours and hours and hours, and it's like that dating you do in pubs where you move one table to speed dating, but not speed, but you can't see the person. And these people build connections, and people are proposing before they've even seen the person. When I say like build connections, they're talking to them for hours and hours and hours on end about everything and anything. And honestly, I said to Darren, there's one quality I think I've got that I didn't actually ever realise till I've watched this, and I would have never said this about myself. I'm really decisive. I said I could tell you within 30 seconds of any of these people talking. Some of the stuff these guys were coming out with. I can do this and I can do that, and what are you wearing? You know, they're not allowed to like hint at or talk about what they look like.
Out?
Do you
I
work
only
out?
like blondes.
Yeah, this Indian guy says, I've never dated anyone Indian, I only like blondes. And he was talking to an Indian girl that was so beautiful. Obviously she was dark haired. And then this other guy, he was like telling 2 girls the same thing. He was sort of like making out that they were his favourite. And one of them, if you've seen Bread, and if you remember Ma Boswell, Lilo Lil,
If you've seen
that
Bread.
fucking tart. Bread used to be Alan Kermit. If you're watching this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The rest of you won't because you're too young.
That's a bit after his time, isn't it?
I don't. Here, you're not kicking the arse off the same age as Alan, actually. It was a programme on TV that I used to love, and there was like the matriarch of the house. There was a woman called Lilo Lil, and she used to get really wound up and go, that bloody tart. So one of these 2 women's Lilo Lil, and she's just all about her appearance. And at the beginning she said, this is probably not in any way interesting, but I'm telling you anyway. At the beginning she said she sat there with her blonde hair and her Barbie face, looking like a carbon copy of every other woman you've ever seen that looks like that, with her big boobs and her low neckline, complaining that men never get to know the real her because all they look at is the fact she's blonde and she's got big boobs, and that's how they judge her. And I'm thinking, if they weren't in people's faces, perhaps you wouldn't be good judged with it. Well, anyway, she's one of the girls that this guy's talking to, and they're so on the same level because this guy's vapid, he's banal, he's stupid, he's...
End my thread.
He's...
That's what I used to say on Bread, isn't it? Sorry.
He's just... such a surface level. There's no depth, there's nothing underneath, and everything that he's interested in is surface level. And she's exactly the same, and they're a perfect match. And that's one of the girls that is like vibing with what they call it now, down with the kids. Anyway, and the other girl that he's talking to is Asian. She is stunningly beautiful. She is obviously very smart. She's quite a gentle sort of person. She seems really sweet. And I'm saying to her, she's too good for him. She needs, what is she see in this guy? What is wrong with her? But he's paying her all these compliments, and she's thinking, oh, he really likes me, and he's written my name in front of his book with a heart in it, because they have a book to make notes about everyone they meet, so they, you know, they don't confuse people. This is where I'm going, confuse people. So she's thinking that this guy is her one, and there's nobody else there. That, you know, I think they see everyone a certain amount of times, and then they can decide whether they want to see that person again or not. And her viewpoint was, right, it's this guy or no one. And she walked into the pod, and he walked into the pod, and she goes, hi, and he goes, hi, and he goes, who's that? And she goes, who do you think it is? And he says, it's you, but uses the name of the other one. I was hoping it was you, that's what I hoped it was. And she was like thinking those two were like completely, you know, only into each other in a big way. They've spent hours and hours and hours talking to one another, and he's let slip that there's another girl that he's really into. But what happened was, and I'm sitting seething at the telly, he loses the rag at her, gives off, tells her that she's got to understand that obviously he's talking to other people. Meanwhile, he's told her, oh, it's just me and you, it's just me and you. And then he storms out. I've had enough of this.
He got really aggressive.
He got quite aggressive with it and stormed off. And I'm thinking, what?
And then he turned it round that it was her problem, but not what he'd said. It was just her in her head, and she should be dealing with her problem and not put it on him.
Chicken sandwich.
Now, if it was just that he mistook her voice, fine. That, you know, fair enough. But what it was is the fact he says, oh, I was really hoping it was you. So she's thinking, this guy said that I was the only... They were talking about getting married and stuff. It was that serious. And then he's thinking that she's someone else and saying, I'm really glad it's you. And then the first thing out of his mouth was, oh, what are you wearing today? And she's sitting there thinking, what? So, yeah, I'm shouting at the TV. But anyway, I actually quite enjoy it.
Before they go, I've got my phone out. Can I just show them a quick dick pic on my phone?
Is it Richard somebody? Dick Turpin. Did you just get that up so that you could say dick pic?
I did. Well, I knew if you'd get excited at that.
No, as a matter of fact, absolutely not. You know, I think of things like that.
What, Dick Turpin?
No, them pictures. Why? Why? It's such an aggressive thing to do. Send a woman a picture of that
Yeah, you
when
get
they
jail
haven't.
for it now.
Well, I'm
It's
not
called
surprised.
flashing. The class is flashing now.
What?
Sexual harassment.
What do
Yeah.
people? What do men think that?
There you go.
It's like, honestly, is that I'm so glad I'm too old to have had to have done all this online dating palaver.
Burger.
I'm so glad, because what women have to put up with now, and probably men have to put up with it as well, but I very much doubt women send unsolicited pictures of themselves
And although that
to
time when
men.
you thought I'd sent one and it was a proboscis monkey.
Right, I'm going to switch it off now.
Monk.
Right, so yeah, I'm watching Love is Blind. I do quite enjoy it, which is, I don't normally like that type of thing, but I like it.
You shout at telly, do you, don't you?
I do shout at the telly. I get really wound up at it. Because it's really interesting to see people connecting when they have no idea what one another look like at all. And two of the people have actually now met and saw each other, and they're both, you know, attractive people, so they were very happy with what they saw. But he's proposed and they're going to get married, and yeah, it's like, wow. And then it sort of like follows their story a little bit, so it's always interesting. I think there's like 7 or 8 seasons of it. I'm only on the second one. Yeah, Darren's just gone off. Darren feels like, no, but it's not as boring as football. Because football's one thing. This is loads of different. This is like people's behaviours. It's interesting. It's like psychological stuff. Right, we're gonna go. She's dropped her babies, whatever that was.
She's dropped her baby.
You know, look, how are they gonna get that all fitted in there?
They're
Somebody's packing their car and they've got a pram still to get in, and I have no idea how they're gonna. Alright, now they're taking the shopping out and putting it in the back seat. They're using their brains. Now they're obviously not, but they've packed all of their shopping bags in the boot, and then they've got the pram and they're thinking, oh, what are we going to do with this pram? So they've had to take everything out of the boot and put it in the back seat, and now they're putting the pram.
Yeah.
And now loaf of bread's gone. Right,
Bread.
we'll go. I'll check in with you tomorrow, probably to sign off on the way into my mum's. I shall speak to you later. Hello. Oh, look how much tireder I look when I'm like proper with like next to no eye makeup. It's horrible when you get to an age where you start to look old. Right. My cocoa purse. Need petrol. I'll just take my card out, see if I can convince Darren to put the petrol in, because I am aching from head to foot. I'm trying to remember which one of us drove this last. I think it was me. No, he went to the shop, I think, last night to get milk, so it was him. Isaac, can you just grab this round the back? It is Sunday. Just gone into my mum's. See, every time me and Darren both get in the car, we have to completely adjust the seats. Yeah, I'm just going into my mum's. Isaac's got his homework to do that he didn't want to do all weekend, that he'll now not be very happy he has to do. It's art, and then he's got a chemistry exam on Wednesday, so we'll need to go over some stuff. He's got, I didn't tell you, he's been waiting on a list for like a year and a half to be assessed for ADHD, just because of like issues organising stuff and forgetting stuff and inability to like sit still and not fiddle with stuff, like difficulty concentrating. So he's got that assessment on Wednesday morning, which means he misses Irish, which he hates, and then he's got lunch directly after Irish, but it says the appointment may take up to 60 minutes, so he'll probably miss Irish and lunch. Darren's got his Van Morrison hat on.
45 minutes, so
Yeah.
is lunch.
So, yeah, I can't think of anything else to tell you of any interest. We just had a really quiet evening yesterday, watching a bit of telly. Ant and Deck Saturday Night Takeaways back, which I enjoy, so we watched that. Then we watched the 1% Club, and that was it. I think, what did we watch? I'm sure we watched a film last night. We watched a film called, am I trying to remember? The Bridge Curse Ritual on Netflix. Do you mind putting petrol on the carbs? I'm really sore. It was, I think it was Taiwanese. It's on Netflix. I wouldn't bother.
Shite.
There's a little bit of imagery that looks pretty cool, but it doesn't tie with the story. I think sometimes, oh Jesus, my foot came off the clutch too fast then. I think sometimes films forget less is more sometimes, and it was just way too much. And it was just a bit silly. You know, like the imagery looked pretty cool, but it just wasn't needed and it didn't fit with the story.
It wasn't an Asian horror film.
Yeah, you know the way Asian horror films have this like air of ominous sort of creepiness and dread. They could have built that quite easily. There's nothing wrong with the acting or characters or anything like that. They just added all this special effects that was like, why are you doing that? You don't need to be doing. Yeah, I can see. I've still got that sore shoulder. I don't that bloody golf. Imagine going to play crazy golf and hurting yourself.
Crazy, isn't it?
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a nice big dog with a red coat over there.
No.
Oh, he looks quite stiff in the back end. He must be getting on a bit. Busy today. Traffic.
Is he going to turn? Is he going to
Yeah,
turn?
he's turning. But there's a white thing coming after it and I didn't want to. Honest to God, I've never seen it this busy. Something's happening. What's going on?
Watch him all going to the petrol station.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Every time one side stops, the other side's got more traffic. This is it now.
This is about a day's quarter in the past 2 minutes.
When you live in a little tiny village that's quite quiet, you don't normally get that amount of traffic. You would expect it in his little grey muzzle.
That
Bless
needs a
him.
jumper that pulls tight around his hips.
Well, she's got a coat on.
That's like the coat that Chewie had with paw print on back.
Yeah.
Before he got his parka jacket that you brought in with the bud.
I bought Chewie a parka jacket that had a fur trim to it.
He had a pocket as well.
That's so cute. Right, where am I going to get petrol here? Look at this.
And he inspired.
Right, I turned that round really quickly to show you that thing that irritates the arse out of me. People park beside the fucking fuel pumps. Now, normally you wouldn't be able to fit there.
I've just based it up there for parking.
Over there, on the other side, like in front of where that white, I'll just go forward another little bit. You put 30 in. So, this is the. Oh, he's waiting for me to. Hang on! Jesus, give me a minute. Obviously, we're beside the petrol pump. Usually, what would happen is the car at the front would have parked at the back pump, so you couldn't get to the front one. And there's spaces all in front of where the white van was. Over there is about, I'd say, 6 spaces, and on the opposite side there's the same. But people insist on parking right beside where you get fuel, just because they're too lazy to go over and park on the other side. It's to get them some flour. So mother has even sent the son into the shop to get flour because she can't be arsed getting out of the car. There's laziness for you. I'll have to drive forward when Darren's finished because that's the pump in front of me person gone now. But it's infuriating. I mean, it's like, and the guy that sat, you know, the one I filmed as I came in, the big van, the lights are on, so there must be someone in it. It's just infuriating. If I had been a big vehicle, I wouldn't have been able to fit here to get petrol, but beside that. Yeah.
Good.
Just wait till he's done that and I'll drive forward one.
That sounds like the Game Boy startup.
Right. There we go. Leaves the space behind us free for.
Get a dog in that car.
Oh. Right, anyway, thank you for watching this week. Not an awful lot happening as usual. As I say, next week Isaac has that assessment. It's Isaac's birthday on Wednesday.
Yeah! The same day as my chemistry test and assessment.
Well, unfortunately it happens to everyone. I'll put it this way, imagine it was your exams and you had 3 really hard exams on your birthday and you had to revise all coming up to your birthday.
I wouldn't go to school.
You would.
No.
So thank you for watching, guys. I should be back as always next week. Over and out from Kit and Caboodle.